KEC6 starts now with this breaking news alert.
Breaking news now on I-71 on the south side. Take a look here at your left. Live pictures of a major traffic jam. And then on your right, a fiery crash just shut down the interstate there. We have 3 reporters covering this for you from every angle. We just learned what started all of this.
Plus, a look at first warning radar. That's what's left of Hurricane Barry. The remnants will be here tomorrow. Buck revealing just how much rain we'll see coming up.
And let's give you a live look now at downtown Columbus on this Tuesday morning. Once the rain clears, get ready for a hot day. It's about to feel like we're in the triple digits. Don't say we didn't warn you, friends. All right, good morning to all of you. A very busy start to this Tuesday, July 16th. I'm Jessica Ralston.
And I'm Kurt Ludlow. So a big problem on I-71 South right now on the south side of Columbus. So let's get right over to Katie McKee.
Yeah, not an area that we want to see anything like this happening just because of the backup that we typically see without any issues. So right now, 71 northbound is closed. They just zoomed in not too long ago to actually give us a better look at what happened. So we do have confirmation that a semi rolled, and it looks like at one point a tanker part of that truck was on fire. So crews have been on scene putting this out. At one time, that fire was huge and there was a lot of smoke in the area. You can see that 71 southbound lanes heading away from us. There's that video from earlier. So again, a massive fire, which makes you understand exactly why this area is closed down as they are working to see how this started. And it had to work for a while to get this under control. So just a lot of smoke earlier. This is probably from about, I would say, 20 to 35 minutes ago. So again, this has been closed down now for quite some time. So if we can pull back out live to show you exactly what we're looking at right now. Again, 71 southbound lanes that are moving away from us right now, they are not having any problems, but those northbound lanes, this is completely shut down. It's going to be right by Stringtown Road. So I do want to get out to Mike Kilburn now, who is there and has additional information, and I'm sure he's seeing a lot of this backup. Mike?
Yeah, good morning. It is apparently a semi-fire, and I don't know that it did roll over. Let me take you outside and we'll show you what we have here. That's the tanker part of that. The cab is what was fully engulfed in flames. Right now, fire crews are putting some additional water on that cab. We'll zoom in for you a little bit there. You can see not much left of that cab. It was some sort of tanker truck, and there's the back half of it. Obviously no cab there, as you can see, but there's one identical to it behind that, and there we'll zoom in on that. So that's what it looked like as a complete truck before the fire this morning. So again, we don't know what the cause of that fire was, but the truck is definitely blocking a left lane. Again, the firefighter is still on scene here. You can see some of the smoke. We believe the driver got out okay. He actually waved at us when we pulled up on this. So it appears that he's okay out of this, got out of this with no problem. We don't believe that this was an accident, but in fact, a vehicle fire or a semi-fire. Of course, now with this sitting here, the big problem is getting this moved out of the way once they feel comfortable that they've got all the fire extinguished. You're going to have some road cleanup. This is really going to tangle things up for the south side. Of course, it's on those lanes that travel up into the Columbus area. Reporting live from Mobile Track along I-71, just north of Stringtown Road, Kilburn.
All right, thanks, Mike. As you are hitting the roads, that's obviously going to cause some tie-ups on the south side. How about we jump out to the west? This is where the best chance of rain is going to be for the day today. Springfield, Madison County, and Hilliard all waking up in the low 70s. Matter of fact, almost all of us waking up in the low 70s this morning. You see the remnants there. You can kind of see the spin over to southern Missouri there. We're getting into some of the outer bands of rain moving into western Ohio from the remnants of Barry. And then we turn up the heat heading into the weekend. So let's zoom in here. Again, a little bit of rain out to the west, and that's where the best chance of rain today. Could get a little rain to the east here, Zanesville, Muskingum County, whatnot. But the best chance will be the farther west that you live for the day today. So take the rain gear. We will see some on and off isolated showers and storms today as we get up to a high of 88. It's going to be warm and muggy, and the chance of rain increases tomorrow as that center of circulation moves right over central Ohio. So if you need to go outside, wash the car. I know my car is pretty dusty. I'd tell you, forget about it tomorrow, but we get into some hot temperatures heading into the weekend. Matter of fact, very hot by the time we get to Friday. We'll show you how hot it's about to get coming up.
This morning, we know the name of the person who died in a crash in Licking County. It happened near Etna Township.
Yeah, we've got a map here of the area we're talking about. Troopers say a semi-driver stopped for traffic in the middle of rush hour and then was rear-ended by a man in an SUV. And that man, Thomas Jenkins, died there at the scene. Troopers say he was not wearing a seatbelt. This caused a big backup, but everything is clear now this morning. It's just after 6 a.m., but be honest, have you done some Amazon shopping already?
Well, be honest. Don't lie about it. A lot of people likely will at some point today because, of course, it's the second and final day of those Prime Day sales. Mike McCarthy is live, though, on your side with ways to protect your packages because, sadly, this will probably be, Mike, a prime time for those porch pirates.
You know, Jess, really, a package left on a porch can be enticing and easy pickings for a thief. We have covered porch thefts here in Columbus and outside in the suburbs as well. So when it comes to protecting the stuff you buy, one option that is becoming more accessible here in Franklin County is a spot just like this one that is actually run by Amazon. It's a pickup spot. There are a number of lockers just past this glass that you can have your stuff sent to, and then you just come pick it up. This location does have some restricted hours, but there are other spots around Columbus that are open 24 hours a day. So that's one option. Something else you may want to consider in the future, though this won't really help you if you're buying today, would be installing a video doorbell. These are becoming very popular as well. They're not too expensive. We searched where else but on Amazon this morning and found various models and various brands ranging from about $50 to $150. Those cameras are designed to record anyone at your front door. You can also get notifications when you're away from home on a smartphone or tablet. Police say now is also a good time, to be a good neighbor.
You know a package is going to be delivered. Try to have, somebody there or watching for the package and they can get it. We always suggest, home security systems.
Here are some other options as well. Remember, you're going to want to know your traffic information or your tracking information for your shipment. It allows you to see exactly where your package is en route and also when it will arrive. You can also add specific delivery instructions during your Amazon checkout, which lets you say exactly where you want a package to be left at your house. When it comes to those pickup locations, a quick search on Amazon during checkout this morning, I found a dozen of them all around Columbus. Again, you can choose that option as you choose your shipping address. Finally, and perhaps the most common sense advice I have of all, don't ship it to your house at all, just ship it to your work address, if you can. So this morning, if I put you in panic mode talking about package theft because you bought stuff yesterday for Prime Day, unfortunately at this point, Jess and Kurt, it is too late to change your shipping address. Once you pick it and it ships and the process begins, you can't undo it. That is why knowing your shipping information, that tracking information, is so crucial. For you watching at home who are shouting at the TV right now that you have a better idea, you're smarter than I am. I want to hear that idea. Let me know on Twitter. You can see my handle on the graphic below me. It is at MikeWSYX6. I also have a poll out there right now to see what's the most popular alternative option to shipping to your house. We'll have the results of all that coming up over on our sister station, Fox 28, right around 7:30. Guys, back to you.
Good stuff, Mike. All right, thank you. So if you're looking for a job delivering packages, there's an opportunity for you, a pretty big one today with FedEx.
Yeah, the company there looking to hire 500 package handlers at its hub in Grove City. FedEx is holding a hiring event from 5 until 8 tonight. Package handlers can earn up to $16 an hour on top of other benefits and discounts. You have to be 18 to apply, and you can fill out an application online. It is 6:08, and we are following breaking news on I-71 on the south side near I-270.
A fiery crash has those northbound lanes shut down. We'll take you there live in just 2 minutes.
We are on I-71 South Freeway. The northbound lanes of 71 shut down just out of Stringtown Road. The sheriff's office is forcing all that traffic over to I-270 this morning. Let me take you outside and show you the cause of this. This was a semi-tractor trailer that was on fire. It had some sort of tank that it was carrying behind it. You can see that tanker here in the pictures. That is the tanker, and obviously the cab of of the tractor completely destroyed by fire. Firefighters just put some additional water on this a few moments ago, and then they backed the fire truck out, so they must feel comfortable that is contained now. There's another tanker that is very similar to the one that was on fire here, and you can see what it looked like prior to the fire. I imagine the two of them were following each other here along I-71. There you can see the sheriff's cars blocking 71 northbound. Again, you're being forced off onto 270 or eastbound right now as you come in on I-71. Obviously, the workaround is going to be to take you probably down to down to 71 and then or down to 23 and take you north on 23. That'll probably be the workaround for this. Going to have some time getting this out of the way. Obviously, the problems that you have to deal with here is we're going to have some road cleanup with this. You're going to have to get the remains of what's left of this tractor trailer moved off the freeway. So I would suspect we're going to see a couple hours of 71 shut down this morning. We'll continue to follow this and, of course, bring you the latest. Reporting live from Mobile Track along I-71 just north of Stringtown Road.
South side right now, and I want to show you what we're looking at. You can see my view from our camera that we have from ODOT, and just kind of showing the fact that 71 northbound lanes are closed down right now at 270. And then what you're seeing over to the right of your screen is actually what Mobile Track is looking at right now if he zooms on out. So it looks like there was a tanker truck that actually caught fire, and you can see what's left of it right there. Mike Kilburn earlier did report that once they got to the scene, they actually did see the driver of that tanker. He actually waved to them, so he was not injured in this accident, but it was really serious earlier on, and it still is being investigated and obviously taken care of because they do have those lanes shut down. So again, these lanes are closed at 71 at Stringtown. You cannot get through those northbound lanes, so you're going to have to be rerouted from there. You can obviously see now, we just pulled up this video of what it looked like at one point throughout the morning. You can see a lot of fire and a big, big cloud of smoke there. So that was very serious early on. Good to know that that person who was in that truck made it out safely and is okay this morning. Again, these lanes remain closed. ODOT's reporting that they are still closed down, and they are saying that you need to tack on an extra 56 minutes in that stretch as you are coming up from Grove City. This is something that will impact your morning if this is a route that you take, and you're going to be able to work your way around this. It looks like police are at that Stringtown Road area directing traffic to hop off into alternate routes so they don't have to use 71 northbound. But again, we don't know how long this is going to be shut down. Mike Kilburn's out there getting additional information now. And of course, once we get those details, we will bring them to you here on Good Day Columbus.
The time is 6:17. The 4 congresswomen who believe they were targeted by President Trump in a tweet fired back last night.
Here's the front page of today's New York Post. Take a look. It reads, "Firing Squad." Sinclair correspondent James Rosen now takes a look at the controversial tweet from the president that's been met with condemnation.
Leading Democrats blasted President Trump as a racist after he urged a group of minority Democratic congresswomen to, quote-unquote, go back and help fix their home countries.
For the President of the United States to say it, just kind of puts a cap on a series of racist or dog whistle remarks by this president.
Everybody knows that the president acts like a white supremacist. He is a racist.
On Sunday morning, President Trump took aim at a quartet of firebrand House Democratic freshmen who regularly attack him.
We're going to impeach them.
And even make life difficult for House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. They include Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez of New York, but only one, Ilhan Omar of Minnesota, a Somali immigrant, is foreign-born. So interesting, the president tweeted, to see progressive Democrat congresswomen who originally came from countries whose governments are a complete and total catastrophe, the worst, most corrupt and inept anywhere in the world, if they even have a functioning government at all, now loudly and viciously telling the people of the United States, the greatest and most powerful nation on earth, how our government is to be run. Why don't they go back and help fix the totally broken and crime-infested places from which they came? Then come back and show us how it is done.
As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. That's what I said in a tweet, which I guess some people think is controversial. A lot of people love it, by the way.
On Sunday, Speaker Pelosi tweeted that the president has always been about making America white again. And by Monday, her caucus was drafting a resolution to condemn him. And where a number of House GOP lawmakers rebuked the president for his remarks, including Will Hurd of Texas, Fred Upton of Michigan, Pat Toomey of Pennsylvania became the first Senate Republican to do so, calling the comments, quote, wrong. On Capitol Hill, James Rosen.
All right, well, a very good Tuesday morning, everyone. We got a little bit of rain out to the west of us this morning, basically just outside of our viewing area. However, if we bring up a wider view, you can actually see that there is a little bit of rain all centered around the circulation in Missouri. That's what's left of Barry, and it's going to be slowly moving in our direction. So there is a little bit of rain in Illinois, Indiana, and it's going to be coming in more as we head into tomorrow. So for right now, putting this away, we're dealing with just a little bit of rain starting to move into western Ohio at this moment. But we're going to see more later today and into tomorrow. So if you want to plan a day trip today, there is a chance of rain, whether you're heading north to Cedar Point, 85 for the high up there, 89 in Kings Island, and each location there's a chance, about a 20 to 50% chance of some rain today. It's going to be popping up and sporadic, especially in the afternoon. Right now, the clouds are moving in for us, slightly hazy, but the sun is reflecting off the side of some of the buildings downtown. 73 degrees, south winds at 5 miles per hour, so it's warm, it's humid, it's hazy. Got a little rain out in western Ohio. We got a lot of good ingredients for rain to move in. However, it's mainly going to be staying out to the west for the day today. 88 for the high temperature. Let's go right to Futurecast and show you this rain again. Generally, here's I-71. Most of the rain is going to be out to the north and west side of that through the day today. Noon, mostly cloudy skies and warm, some scattered showers and storms, and a few will be out to the east. However, best chance is the farther west that you live today. There's 10 p.m. We got some scattered showers and storms to the north and also west of Columbus. Tomorrow morning, more rain moves in, so it's looking wet at lunchtime. It's looking wet throughout the afternoon with on and off spotty showers and storms working their way through. 84 for the high tomorrow. That kicks out of here, and then we crank up the heat as we head into the weekend. So today, about a 40% chance of rain. If you live to the northwest side of the viewing area, like Hardin County, Union County, I'd say more closer to about a 60 to 70% chance of rain. Tomorrow, 80% chance for all of us, and then that drops Thursday as the whole system moves out of here. Friday and Saturday, our only trigger would be the heat because we're going to be at 94, 95, respectively, for those days. Cold front moves in late Sunday into Monday, giving us a slightly better chance of rain as we head into the end of the weekend, and then also dropping our temperatures some. It's hard to believe that 84 tomorrow is our coolest day on the 7-day forecast. Time now for your birthday shout-outs. Chris, happy birthday to you today. You're the first featured photo of the morning, and we'll see who else is added to the photo there coming up in a little bit. As far as birthdays today, we've got Chris Twink turning 97, Joanne, Dalla, Greg, Paul, Michael, Khalil, Christopher, and Abigail. Happy birthday to all of you today. And if you want to nominate someone, just go to my Facebook page or Twitter and find the post right at the top. Coming up, we're going to have your dog walking forecast for today.
It's probably this: don't walk your dog, it's too hot. We'll see. Thanks, Buck. A teenager takes his mom's car, speeds through a big city, and ends up crashing through a gas line.
New video of the fire and an update on how that teen's doing at 6:30.
And we're following that breaking news for you on I-71 on the south side near I-270. A fiery crash shutting down the northbound lanes near Stringtown Road over in Grove City. New information just coming in. We'll have it right after this.
Well, good morning. We're continuing to follow a big problem on the I-71 South Freeway. This is just north of Stringtown Road between there and I-270. Let me take you outside and show you this. This was a semi-fire. This semi was hauling, this is what they call a dry bulk hauler trailer. They carry such things as sugar or flour, things like that in that tanker-looking trailer there. Again, the cab caught fire, completely destroyed that cab. It is in the left lane of the northbound lanes. The sheriff's office had to completely shut down 71 northbound. We'll take you over towards that way. You can see all the flashing lights from that. And what they are doing right now is you can see the road closed signs right there. They're forcing you off the 270 eastbound this morning as you travel up towards the northbound lanes. They're probably planning on taking you over to 23 where you can go north on 23 this morning. No time frames yet as to how long this is going to be here. Obviously, they've got to get it moved out of the way. They've got some road cleanup to do along with this, but I'd say this is going to be tangled up for quite some time. We'll continue to follow this and bring you the latest. Reporting live from Mobile Track along the I-71 South Freeway, I'm Mike Kilburn.
News Alert.
Breaking news now on I-71 on the south side. If you're just joining us this morning, a semi caught fire. It is shutting down the northbound lanes from Stringtown Road in Grove City all the way to I-270.
On your left, the scene about an hour ago. In the middle and on your right, live pictures. You can see the flames are out, but the mess is nowhere near over. And good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. It is Tuesday, July 16th. I'm Kurt Ludlow.
And I'm Jessica Ralston. So we have team coverage now on this breaking story. Obviously, this is causing a huge problem for the morning commute. Let's get started here with Katie.
All right, so anybody that comes up from Grove City every single morning, you know that those 71 northbound lanes are always an issue. Well, now they're closed down at Stringtown Road, so you're going to be forced to reroute. You can see exactly how red we are in this area. Right now, it's acting our map as if you could get through. You can't, obviously, and they're saying that those folks that are trying to make their way up are going about 14 miles per hour. So again, you're going to be closed off right around here. That accident happened up there at 270, and that's when that tanker caught fire in that area. So they are shutting you down a little bit before you were able to get to that area. So this is what we're looking at right now. This is, you can see the southbound lanes moving. Obviously, nobody coming through those northbound lanes. Back here further on our camera is a view of exactly where that fire started. And of course, we'll get to Mike Kilburn in 1 second. But I do also want to point out an issue that we're seeing as folks are making their way up from Canal Winchester. Right here, 33, obviously a lot of cars involved in an accident here. They do have a left lane blocked. This is going to be right by Gender Road. So definitely expect to be delayed in this area. I think at last check, I want to see if I have it on my graphics. There we go. We were seeing about 21 miles per hour. So to get from Pickerington Road on up to 270, it is going to take you 28 minutes. So you need to tack on probably an extra 15 minutes in that stretch as you're making your way up to 270. So anyways, let's toss things out to Mike Kilburn to get the latest about what's happening in that 71 northbound mess on the south side.
Yeah, good morning, Katie. Actually, I just spoke with a witness who actually witnessed this morning. He said that the semi-tractor trailer driver actually clipped the barrier wall. That sent him into this wall, and then that's when the trailer actually erupted into flames. Now let's go outside and take a look at what's left of that trailer. Again, this is in the left lanes of I-71 northbound. This is what they call a dry bulk hauler trailer. So this would haul things such as possibly milk, sugar, flour, things like that. Again, the cab completely destroyed, as you can see, and we've got some real challenges here getting this cleaned up and getting the lanes open. The first, of course, is getting this moved out of the freeway, which is going to take a little bit of time to get that done. And then I'm sure there's going to be some cleanup, some wash down, things like that before they'll actually be able to open the northbound lanes of 71. So right now, the sheriff's office is forcing everyone off the 270 eastbound. We'll kind of zoom in and show you the barricades there as they're set up. And all that traffic that's coming up from the Grove City area from Stringtown Road is all being forced to 270 eastbound. I would speculate that probably 23 is going to be your best alternate route. Take that to get north of the city or to head up northbound, because you are not going to be able, obviously, to head 71 north here along 71. And again, this is probably going to be well into the heat of morning rush hour. Reporting live from Mobile Track along I-71 just north of Stringtown Road, I'm Mike Kilburn.
Our team coverage now shifts to Alexis Moberger.
She just arrived on scene. She has a different view of that traffic buildup for you right now.
Yeah, good morning, Kurt and Jess. We'll take a look right here behind us. You can see just a little bit of the traffic that is now starting to cause a bit of a backup. Really slow moving cars out here. They are still able to move, but not very frequently or very fast. That being said, take a look. Here we are right next to the ramp of 71 to Stringtown. Even up further, what you're seeing up there, you can see some of the police lights. Police are up there now trying to divert traffic, trying to get some of those cars moving in a different direction. But again, just the entire area, just expect slow moving. You're really not going to get in anywhere too fast. So again, as we're learning more, the good news is no transports, no injuries in this crash. But again, as Kilburn and as Katie has said, the good news is no one was hurt, and we really are still learning what exactly caused this. But again, just if you are going out for your morning commute, just be aware things are moving out slowly. So again, we will continue to monitor the traffic and the backups happening in this area. Back to you guys.
Yeah, never a good thing to happen this early in the morning. How about some good news, though? At least weather's not a huge impact on top of these issues. Mostly cloudy with dry roads this morning. We are warm in the mid-70s by the afternoon, even a little warmer, 88 for the high. We will see some scattered rain heading into the afternoon. So as we go out to our cameras right now, we're all dry. As a matter of fact, sun has been trying to break through the clouds from time to time, but we're warm, mid to low 70s, and there is some rain out in western Ohio, and you can see the entire state here in the 70s. The exception would be Athens at 68, so it's warm. A little bit of rain moving its way just north of Dayton. This is going to go into Hardin, Union, Marion, and Crawford County over the next couple of hours, so there will be a little bit of scattered rain today. So if you're taking the dog out for the wake-up walk this morning, about 72 degrees. By the afternoon stroll, we're already in the mid-80s, and by the time we get to dinner time, upper 80s with some scattered showers and thunderstorms, so you might have to dodge a little bit of rain, especially if you live to the west. We're going to be timing that out for you with an updated Futurecast coming up.
Well, if you want to work for Ohio State Athletics, there is a big chance to join the team tonight.
OSU's athletic department will conduct open interviews for red coat and usher positions. This is from 6 until 8:30 tonight at Ohio Stadium. Now, these are paid part-time positions. Just make sure you finish an application online before driving over. The red coat and usher positions pay the same but have different responsibilities.
Police in Houston say a 16-year-old took his mom's car for a joyride and would not pull over for police.
Big mistake. When he lost control and hit a gas line, it created a fiery scene. The teen not seriously hurt, but video of this SUV shows just how bad things could have been. Officers say the kid was going more than 80 miles an hour when he hit a tree, ended up in the backyard there near a pool. He will face a charge of evading arrest, and I'm sure his mom will have a thing or two to say to him as well.
You think so? All right, fans at a music festival in Croatia forced to leave after this fire broke out overnight. It was a big one. It's called the Fresh Island Festival. Crews are trying to figure out what caused the fire. Those who were there took some video. They posted it to social media, and that's what you're seeing now. No one was hurt. Several of the shows, of course, were canceled. And fans there at the festival were bused from the venue to a town nearby for safety.
6:36 now. Some big changes are coming to one of Netflix's most popular and controversial shows.
What just happened to an episode that's already been out for more than 2 years?
This morning, take a look at those clouds there. Most of that stayed under a flash flood watch through the afternoon. It's because of rain from the remnants of Hurricane Barry. Buck says Barry will hit central Ohio tomorrow. He's updated his forecast from overnight with the new timeline for the storm, and that is coming up. An R&B singer already facing plenty of legal trouble is set to face a judge this morning, this time on federal charges. R. Kelly was arrested in Chicago last week. He's accused of sex crimes and racketeering as part of 2 indictments in New York and Illinois. TMZ reporting 2 women accused of being the singer's sex slaves will also be in court to support him. This morning marks 50 years since an historic launch.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
Apollo 11 launched 50 years ago today. NASA says 400,000 people had a hand in the moon landing, led by Ohioan Neil Armstrong. It didn't land for another few days. Along with rows of men in the control room, there was one 28-year-old woman working in the firing room. She actually needed special permission to be there. In about 5 hours, nominations will be revealed for this year's Primetime Emmy Awards. One popular show, which already has 8 Emmy wins, won't be named. Let's take you live to Hollywood. The second season of HBO's Big Little Lies won't hear its name called. It's because the show premiered on June 9th, more than a week after the Television Academy cut off eligibility. The show could be nominated in 2020. You can watch the awards show in September on Fox 28. Overnight, Netflix revealed that it removed a graphic suicide scene from its hit series 13 Reasons Why. In the first season, a character takes her own life. That episode has been streaming for more than 2 years. Netflix has received tough criticism about the series. Doctors say that episode could push struggling teens over the edge. Because of all of that, Netflix just announced that it's cut out that scene for good. If you or someone you know is contemplating suicide, help is always available. There are a number of ways you can get a hold of the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. By phone, the number is 1-800-273-TALK. You can also go to suicidepreventionlifeline.org. Katie?
All right, so 6:41 right now, and this is what we've been following the majority of the morning. You are looking at what is left of a tanker that caught fire, blocking 71 northbound on the south side right at 270. You are not able to get through that area. They have it blocked off at Stringtown Road. We will have live team coverage coming up in just 3 minutes. Stay with us here on Good Day Columbus. .45 right now, and for the last hour we have been watching something that is creating quite a headache on the south side. So this is what we looked at right before 6 a.m. this morning. Quite the fire happening. There was a tanker that was involved in this. You can see all of the emergency crews on scene. 71 southbound lanes and northbound lanes were shut down. I want to take you to what we're looking at now live. We're actually seeing that 71 northbound lanes still shut down. You can still see some crews in this area. Folks in those southbound lanes are able to keep moving right by 270. So we are seeing southbound lanes okay, and people moving their way out of Columbus, not having any trouble. But if you're coming up from Grove City, this is obviously going to impact your morning. I do want to go over to Mike Kilburn now, who has been live at this scene for the majority of the morning. And Mike, are you getting any idea of a time frame of when they're going to be able to actually open this back up?
Well, there looks like there could be a bright spot for us. Let me take you outside Mobile Track. Just in the last few minutes, Eddles has arrived, and of course, the number of semi-axles we go to in the morning hours. This is the crew that gets a lot of this stuff taken care of, and these semis moved out of the way. There's their box truck behind the semi that's burnt, and they brought a big semi rig in as well. So they're actually, I think, putting together a plan. There we have a heavy wrecker on scene as well this morning. So it looks like they're putting a plan together to actually get this moved out of the way. And when, like I said, when we see Eddles, that means the cleanup crews here and the heavy wreckers on scene. So possibly we could see it probably clear in maybe an hour or so. By the time they get this hooked up and the cleanup crew takes care of what they need to take care of, then maybe we'll start seeing some of this traffic move through. Of course, one of the questions we had, we did see part of the barrier wall being moved that this semi clipped. We thought potentially they may try to open one northbound lane, but I don't think that's going to happen now. So we're just going to continue to follow this. We'll have some updates here in the 7 o'clock hour as to how things are progressing, whether they're getting this hooked up and out of here. So just stay with us through the morning hours. And, of course, we'll have more information on this. Reporting live from Mobile Track along I-71 between Stringtown and 270.
All right, this morning, a hiker missing for several days in California is alive.
Here is a look at the moment her family found out that she is going to be okay.
Sergeant Durr, who's been really amazing. He just let us know they found her. She's very dehydrated, but she's alive. She's alive. She's going to the hospital right now.
How about that? Cheryl and Joe Powell were hiking in California when she walked away to relieve herself in a bush. She took their dog and was confronted by a man with a knife.
She ran away and hid, she said, trying to avoid her attacker. How she got away also made it tough for search teams to find her.
Well, the good news, she is recovering in a hospital and could be back with her family this week. Good Morning America will have a live report from California in just a bit.
Also this morning, we're hearing from the woman behind a viral donation from an Ohio company to the U.S. women's soccer team.
Part of a new ad campaign from Secret Deodorant, which is owned by Ohio company Procter & Gamble. Sarah Saunders and her team followed the team's journey in France and their fight for equal pay from the U.S. Soccer Federation. And to help the players, P&G announced a $529,000 donation. That's $23,000 to each of the 23 players. They hope this push extends to women outside of soccer.
We heard from Alex Morgan this morning. She actually shared our tweet, which we are really excited and honored by. We're hoping that women in Cincinnati and everywhere feel empowered to use their voice, no matter what their voice is, as a force for good in the world.
Secret says it has another surprise planned for a national team player who's from Ohio. Other companies, including Luna Energy Bar and Visa, are investing in the women's national team and women's soccer as well. Buck?
All right, good morning, everyone. Time now is 6:49, and we have some hot weather on the way as we head into the weekend. 94 is the hottest temperature we've seen so far this year, so 95 on Saturday would be even hotter than that. So today and tomorrow, a little cooler for us. We'll be in the 80s, but it's going to be very muggy as we're watching the remnants of Tropical Storm and Hurricane Barry moving its way closer. So very warm and humid today. Some isolated showers and storms, mainly to the north and west of I-71. More rain tomorrow for all of us as the remnants of Barry travel right over top. And then we get hot heading into the weekend. That heat index, once you factor in the humidity, will be up to about 100, even into the low 100s. For Friday and Saturday, especially Sunday, starting to cool down a little bit as the cold front moves its way closer. 73 right now, south wind 5 miles per hour. We haven't really had a really strong breeze to make it feel any cooler. But as we go to the live scans, your first warning radar, we got a little bit of rain just to the west of our viewing area, but that's going to be moving into Hardin County, Union County, Marion, Bucyrus up there towards Crawford County as well. So this is just the far leading edge of this whole system. You can just see that spin going on, center of circulation still over Missouri, but that's heading in our direction. So for right now, watching a little rain out to the west of us moving in. So some scattered showers today and a few rumbles of thunder. As we go through the morning here, it's trying to fire up some of that rain to the west. However, Futurecast not really buying into a lot of it. Few showers to the east, but more out to the west as we go through the day today. Here's 11 p.m. Still some lingering rain even into late tonight as that center of circulation moves closer. 7 a.m. tomorrow, we've got rain in western Ohio moving in, so midday's looking pretty wet for us tomorrow, and then on and off scattered rain tomorrow. So it's not completely covering the map. It's not going to last all day long, but we will see some scattered showers and a few rumbles of thunder tomorrow. Severe threat, not great for tomorrow. Maybe some heavy downpours from time to time. 88 though for the high today. It's going to be warm and muggy. Most of the rain today stays west, but it starts getting a little bit closer tonight. Low of 72, and then we're right under that center of circulation. It looks to go mainly towards Lima, Youngstown, just to our north, at least for the center of that. As we go through the day tomorrow, 84 for the high tomorrow, on and off showers and storms, 80% chance of rain. And then we crank up that heat heading into the weekend. Cold front coming through Sunday into Monday would bring our next best chance of rain after tomorrow. But yeah, it's going to be hot.
We're ready for it, Buck. Thank you. All right, time now for a Good Day giveaway, the BIA Parade of Homes, showcasing some of the newest and hottest trends in homes.
And we want you to have a private tour and a VIP breakfast with our very own Cameron Fontana.
So visit abc6onyourside.com, click on contest to enter. Each day this week and next week, we'll announce a winner, and one person also will win a $200 gift card. So get on there, sign up, and good luck.
And congratulations to this morning's winner, Cindy Ibarra, sorry about that, in East Columbus. She is today's winner. The Parade of Homes runs through July 28th at the Evans Farm neighborhood in Lewis Center.
It's 6:55 right now, and here's your good day to go. We are following a situation. This is what it looked like just before 5 a.m. on the south side. 71 northbound lanes being impacted by this vehicle fire you can see there. A tanker fire. That fire is now put out, and Mike Kilburn is live on the scene with the latest.
And a quick update on that. It looks like the cleanup is beginning. They have separated that cab, that burnout cab, from the trailer, and they have just moved in a new trailer to move this out of the way. Stay with us in the 7 o'clock hour. We'll have updates on this.
And we'll get into a couple of scattered showers and storms this afternoon. Go see a couple of stronger cells, but a better chance of rain tomorrow.
The remnants of Hurricane Barry will hit us tomorrow here in central Ohio. We're talking rain and some heavy downpours.
Then right after the rain moves out, the heat moves back in. With a heat index, it could feel hotter than 100 degrees on Friday and Saturday, and that is your good day to go.
One moment from an MLB game is going viral this morning. It's not really an impressive highlight for you. In fact, it's the opposite.
Yeah, it all started when the Colorado Rockies were down 13-0, and the broadcasters wanted the score bug hidden on the screen. Kind of embarrassed.
So the producers declined. So one of the broadcasters, a former Rockies player, used the telestrator to scribble over the score.
He said the producer would tell him to clear the telestrator so viewers could see the score bug, but he didn't do that. Instead, he scribbled some more.
Yeah, bad news. The Rockies lost this game 19-2, and the second half of their doubleheader 2-1. Look, they keep
You've got to be kidding me.
scribbling it out.
It's just a little you know, it's like a little doodle down there.
I guess they were a little embarrassed by the score. They were just getting clobbered.
Oh, I thought,
they didn't want
honestly,
anyone to
I
see
thought maybe it
it.
was like an intern or someone who really didn't know better and was
oh,
just,
no.
you know, scribbling.
Like I'm hitting a button and I can't stop. I won't stop.
The Homer broadcasters did not want everyone to know the true score.
Scribble,
See where our minds go.
I know,
non-sports
exactly.
people.
Trust me, there's mornings I wish I could scribble myself out of the mix.
Same.
We'll see you in 2 minutes on Fox 28.